To enjoy a nice cup of tea every now and again. But anyway, welcome back to another show. As you have probably seen by now, Death Parade. Nice. Don't really know much about it, but from what I do know, might be in for some fun. Anything mysterious and psychological I could probably get behind. Well, until it becomes too much and I have to sequester myself off into a corner somewhere to sob and cry myself to sleep. But should that eventuality actually happen, you wouldn't see it because I wouldn't include it in the video, obviously. So, if you enjoyed the adventurous, mysterious tales of Made in Abyss, but you were looking for something that was a bit more darker, I'm assuming, in tone, well, you came to the right place. So, once again, grab a snack, let's get into episode 1 of Death Parade. Elevator shaft, not starting off great. Oh, they're fine. Fine might be in... might be a bit preemptive. Quite a stylish hallway, isn't it? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what those marks are meant to define, if anything at all, but being one of the first things we're shown, I'm guessing they mean something. They like to strike a pose, nice. Let's turn this up a bit actually. Oh, dance machine! Okay, this is looking to be quite flashy, isn't it? Not usually my type of music, I think, but pretty damn good. To be fair, anything that's somewhat catchy is always going to be interesting. Brought up some questions in that intro. That's... You would definitely start questioning yourself, wouldn't you? So, car crash. Considering this is called Death Parade, they're probably dead. And if this is anything like The Shining, that's the vibe I'm getting from it right now, where he's at the bar. A game with the Grim Reaper. Nice. That's quite high stakes. Okay, they're the stakes, but what are the prizes? He just said he can't leave, didn't he? Not even listening. For a bar, it doesn't look like they get a lot of business. Interesting. What if they decline indeed? I mean, uh, are they past losers? Or are they people who didn't want to partake? Ominous red button. Cool, let's go along with this crazy dude, even though it could be to our detriment. Really, what other choice did they have right now? A game of darts. Seems a bit unfair. Some people might have a slight advantage. Flashy. Let's say hello to our contestants. Come on down. $501. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Double, triple. Yep. So I'm guessing you're aiming for treble 20. I saw eyes on there. I didn't look at what the 20s were. Where's that gonna start hurting? It can't be worth. It can't be real, can it? Seems a bit unfair to pit husband and wife against each other if they cause harm. Intestine? Is that what it was? So it's just the pain. It's not a physical thing per se. What, she wants to go after witnessing what just happened to her? I'd be questioning that as well, mate. Of course, nothing about this seems natural, like, does it? How many times have you found yourself in a mysterious bar offering you a game scenario? Nothing in particular, so we did do something. Don't anger the straight-faced creepy guy. True. Give in. Oh, now what are you gonna do? Are you gonna put self-preservation over hurting your wife? What a jackass. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I might have been a bit preemptive with my insults to him. Hmm. Well, at least you have that moral victory. Okay, there. Hmm. They're controlling fate, aren't they? They're not allowing them to miss. Let it go the first few times. What exactly did it pierce then? Because none of the others have drawn blood, but that one did. Not the eyes! And they definitely did something there to cause her hand to slip. So this game is rigged. So there's no playing fair. Cleaning up the mess. Well, he turned quick, didn't he? So much for allowing her to win. Really? Oh, you've just brought that up. You just raised a huge red flag. Don't throw the dart. It might be safer. Well, now he kind of. Even before, he didn't want to win, did he? So now it's going to be even harder. Well, he's accepting his fate, isn't he? What was. What was that? Even points. Single dart. But what was that? That happened after he threw it. What is with this instant change? Please don't. So he's. So they're proclaiming that she's playing a game by marrying him. Oh. Oh. To be fair, all they said was matching. It might not be referring to her, but. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If she's innocent, then this is quite upsetting. But as is, my pity is draining fast. Probably, yes, because this is a relatively unfair game, and considering they're bringing up things from their past, it's more about absolving what's going on. Probably should have asked that at the beginning. Oh. Considering he did say the lives are on the line. He's taking her dart. Okay. Now we have to wonder, is this true or is she playing to win because she was caught out? If so, then he's just acted like a giant arsehole, but relatively fitting considering what he's just come to terms with. So now this is what they mean by psychological. I bet they don't even tell us what the actual real thing is. What's with that girl playing the piano? So now it's going through their life. There doesn't seem to be any hint of they weren't particularly happy on that drive. Yeah, it's definitely rigged, isn't it? She couldn't have hit that shot by accident. We have a winner. Why is he... Well, she's a bit more perceptive, isn't she? So I'm guessing that's what the masks represent, isn't it? The Oni and I think what is it, a geisha? Ah, that's how the crash is caused. Slow down a bit. If she was innocent, you bellend, you've just killed them both, and the kid, due to jealousy and paranoia. Wow. An arbiter. He's holding his composure quite well. Obviously not screamy pants here, but... Well, find out you're dead might be quite the thing to cause your sanity to lapse slightly, but... Quite the vast number of emotions he's going through just now. None of them pretty, is it? Yep, she's just accepted fate. these people just sitting in the audience watching. If that scene was real and she's an adulterer, she is disgusting, and there is no rationalization for it. However, at the same point... Oh, you managed to get out. I thought they were stuck in the board. If it's just to try and hurt him because of what he's currently doing... So what are those threads? For your sake, love, I hope it's not true. To be fair, not a great limbo place to decide where you're ending up, is it? You didn't have a particularly dignified end to this whole situation, did you, mate? Constantly it was showing us he had the Oni mask over his one. It was on the left. But she won. But then again, the Dark game was rigged from the start. That's not what they were doing. It was to bring out this incident. So what are they basing the results on? Is it like fundamentally on how you lived your life? So why have the pretense of having a game? Don't know. He didn't exactly come off as the most loveliest of individuals, did he? But still, every kind of memory we saw was apparently true. I am disgusted by her behaviour. You get used to it. Into the void. Okay, why? What was the reasoning? That's the part I want to know. A weird place to cut it off, but okay. Not that I believe heaven or hell exist as actual places, but if it were to be the case, then as much as I abhor infidelity, I don't believe it warrants an eternity in hell / being subjugated to the void, whatever that may be, purgatory. Seems a bit unfair, personally, but I am not justifying his actions either. Stupid arsehole. Even if you did have doubts about your partner, why put yourself in danger while you're and her and any potential extra life in danger while driving at high speed on a cliff? Just saying. There are no winners in this situation, is there? Well, apart from the staff there at the bar. Although, as we did see at the end, she didn't exactly enjoy it. It's just something you get used to. I wonder how many judgments have been passed that the white-haired guy, Decim, has been part of, if he can just be so stone-faced throughout the entire ordeal. Maybe the judgment of who goes where, is it always split, like one has to go the opposite of the other? Or is it where they have themselves deem themselves to go? Like, if she was guilty of adultery and she truly regretted it or saw it as a immoral act, then she has sentenced herself, hasn't she? Whereas he killed them all, but he didn't see it as a unjustified act, as much as we all probably would condemn it. That's the only way I can kind of see of how they would choose who's where, but then it's not fair, is it? Because if you have sociopaths and psychopaths who always see themselves as the victim or the ones who are in the right. See where I'm going with this? Since that is probably the last we'll see of those two, I don't think we're going to get a resolution on those questions from this one little storyline. Maybe somewhere down in the future, though. Considering we've now been introduced to a couple more characters, because the only one that is probably going to be a reoccurring one is the white-haired one, at least until the end. I mean, we got more. But the whole battle for your lives by playing a game when it's not really, is it? Because it's rigged. You're not... There's no winning, per se. That has been a long-running theme in, deals with the devil or playing chess with death. Unless you're Bill and Ted and you play, like, Twister or Battleships with death. If you haven't seen Bill and Ted, I recommend it. It's stupid as hell. At least the second one is with death, if I remember correctly. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you saw me get put through a bit of emotional turmoil. But we all have to suffer at some point, don't we? I don't see why it's so difficult just to act with a bit of dignity. The depths of depravity that some people seem capable of. If you've enjoyed the episode and want to see more of this psychological evaluation, then like the video. And if you haven't and you're willing to, subscribing to the channel also helps me out. Of course, if you want to join in with the discussion, check the links down below in the description for Discord. If I'm not there to welcome you, there is definitely at least someone. But that is all the time I have for today, so if you don't mind and would humour me, then please enjoy everything that is on my channel. Don't do anything that would result in you visiting this bar. Get some rest, and I'll see you in the next one.